Start, yeah. So today our team Difference will propose some ideas for the Star 999 to reposition itself in the Vietnam market. Next slide. So have you ever been in an emergency situation or witnessed someone? Let's imagine, what would you do in that situation? Call an ambulance, or would you just call a taxi or motorbike instead? Interestingly, all the Vietnamese are familiar with the 115 National Emergency Hotline, but in 2015, a research done among over 1,000 respondents showed that only 7% of the respondents would use the emergency hotline. Why? And how could we change that from a perspective of an ambulance service provider? First, next slide. We have done some research to identify the company weak problem. It is obvious that the Vietnam has a significant demand for the improved and enhanced emergency care. Actually, in 2016, there was nearly 4,000 traffic accidents in Ho Chi Minh City with a casualty rate of 20%. A warning number, right? So, however, the 115 National Emergency System is believed to provide nothing more than the transport vehicle because of the lack of infrastructure and the personnel. So the question will pop in the head, why do I need an ambulance when I can take a taxi or motorbike? But there is one thing they have overlooked. There are several private emergency services out there which provide the professional and high standard of treatment. So based on this work, we assume that one big factor that obstructs the company to approach the market is the customer awareness. So we decided, next slide. So we decided to develop a project to aim at the biggest objective is the customer attention. As a result of this project, it would somehow help to enhance the potential sale in the long run, and that would definitely come from the main products at the moment. Next slide. That are the emergency ambulance and the annual membership pricing pack. Next slide. So in order to make this project more practical, we need to explore different options that would match the following criteria. First of all, we need to aim at the leverage and view this project upon the current strength that Star 999 has. Second, we focus on the approach of help saving people's lives. Third, we wanted to overcome the lack of customer awareness to promote the sale revenue. Next slide. So who is the target of project? It might be too broad if I say everyone, as healthcare is something essential for everybody to be aware of. But to be more specific, it would be the people in the urban area at the age from 18 and have health concerns, especially disabled people, pregnant women, injured people, elderly, or people who have friends or family who needs frequent medical treatment. Now, Herman will present more about this project.
Hi, can you hear me all right? Excellent. Sorry, can't put video up. My computer is exploding. Anyways, with our solution, we wanted to bridge the gap between the company and the stakeholders previously identified. Historically, there has been nothing in between, and the consumers have been left to basically decide to either invest or not, straight to the annual subscription. We wanted to change that and make Star 999 easier to approach for the public, while also having a solution that could be easily explorable by the company itself. Initially, we came up with few solutions, for example, new pricing model strategies, but we decided to pursue an app. The app in itself could act as a bridge between the company and the public to build brand awareness and address the wicked problem we identified. However, we didn't want to make our solution very investment heavy either for the company, right? That's why we decided to basically build it on a step-by-step basis. Here we have highlighted 3 most important steps, and each step basically builds upon the previous one. So the very basic idea is that we would start from introducing a very basic product with only calling and GPS tracking features. From there onwards, assuming that people would actually utilize the functions and the app, and it would attract customers, which by the way are the key metrics, the app could add complexity to it. For example, in the second iteration, we could include medical data in the app so that the company would be able to better able to treat patients, and in the longer term, the app could become a more overall health app. This is obviously built on some crucial assumptions. First of all, it has to be financially viable. Does the company have the financial ability or the will to actually pursue this idea? But also, obviously, and maybe the most importantly, is the app something the app public would utilize? Is using an app something that pops into your head when you're in the midst of an emergency? This has to be basically somehow tested in a simulation situation or something like this, which is quite hard to actually do. However, that's our presentation for today. Should you have any questions, feel free to shoot us.
Great, thank you.